Well, our big story tonight, Brittney Griner is a free woman.
That's right, and we are getting our first images of her release from Russian state TV.
The basketball star was seen getting out of a Russian prison, boarding a plane, and finally getting to come home.
All of this after the Biden administration agreed to exchange her for jailed Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout. Will Pitts has been following this story closely, and he's here to tell us more about it.
This deal has been in the works for a very long time, but came together early this morning on a tarmac in the Middle East. It's been a long trip home for Brittney Griner, 294 days to be exact.
Do you know where I'm heading to?
No.
No?
No. Вы летите домой.
You fly back home.
To the U.S.
To the U.S.
Да, конечно.
That's Griner in this video from Russian state media captured on the tarmac of an airport in Abu Dhabi, walking toward two Americans and a Russian arms dealer. They exchange prisoners, and convicted arms dealer Viktor Bout heads to the Russian plane that Griner just came out of. Griner goes with the Americans.
Good morning, folks, and it is a good morning.
President Biden announced the prisoner swap early Thursday morning.
She's safe. She's on a plane. She's on her way home.
She was arrested back on February 17th for having cannabis oil vape cartridges in her luggage. She pleaded guilty and was sent to a Russian prison colony. Russian state media again taking video of Griner leaving on her way home.
Sincere gratitude for President Biden and his entire administration. He just mentioned this work is not easy, and it has not been.
Griner's wife, Sherelle, was in the Oval Office to talk to Griner after the exchange.
It's just a happy day for me and my family, so I'm going to smile right now.
Not part of the deal, Paul Whelan, a former U.S. Marine who was convicted of spying in Russia. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken made it clear Russia wasn't giving him up.
The choice was one or none.
The Biden administration says it's still working on getting Whelan released. Now from Abu Dhabi, Griner is expected to head to San Antonio. Officials say she'll be reunited with her family and given medical care there. Brittney Griner's road to freedom is almost over. William Pitts, 12 News.
Well, thanks. We'll have more on the story coming up for you at 6 o'clock.
Griner's Phoenix Mercury teammates and sports figures from around the world are celebrating her return home to the States today.
Team 12's Lena Washington is here now with a look at some of the reaction that's happening on social media. Hey, Lena.
Hey guys, yes, the Phoenix Mercury said it best on Twitter. No more days she's coming home. They, of course, have been counting how many days, 294 to be exact, that Griner was held in Russian custody, and the sports world was loud and clear. Players, coaches, executives even from all leagues using their platforms to keep BG's story top of mind.
What this means to, I think, the whole WNBA community to have her home safely. Basketball aside, by the way, this was just really emotional. I'm not a hugely emotional person, but I got very choked up and kind of knew for a couple of days that something might be happening, but you never know again until it happens in that moment, and things, fall through at the last minute. So when it happened this morning, I just emotional, Doug, is all I can say.
That was WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. Of course, she, the WNBPA, also taking to social media to express their gratitude for this happening. And of course, there are questions about BG's basketball future. But right now, of course, the priority is to make sure she is healthy, both physically and mentally. She missed an entire WNBA season, but her family and teammates are certainly celebrating her return home for the holidays, guys.
Yeah, just glad to have her back. All right, thanks so much, Lena.